Hello and welcome back to episode 3 of our podcast, The Art of Trying. And this week we are looking at always moving forward. So, first of all, before we start off, I want to say thank you for everyone for staying at home this week, and for all our healthcare workers and our essential workers. They've done a fantastic job, as always.
Always doing a fantastic job, those guys.
Yeah, really important to give them a really good shout out. So thank you very much. So Brad, how are you?
Hello.
How's your week been?
Oh, I'm doing all right. Week's been as good as it can be. As another week of staying at home, another week of isolation is just
same old.
As delightful as yeah. I mean. To be honest, I say stuff like that, but it's not actually been terrible.
I don't think it's terrible.
No. Because like I've seen so many people on like Facebook and all that sort. They're all crying out. They're like, I need to get outside. I need to talk to people. I need to interact. And I'm just like, I'm okay.
Yeah, I'm a bit sort of same.
My life hasn't changed a hell of a lot. It's sort of like, I mean, yeah, I lost my job. That was the major thing.
Yeah, that's
but
pretty major.
Other than that, like I didn't go out a lot anyway.
No, I mean, I'm the same. Working from home, it's pretty much the same.
I wasn't a big socializer. Like I might go down to the pub that's just across the road. I mean, that's the thing I've missed the most as well. I mean, you mark, I have done that. Sometimes happy hour is just calling, you know.
There you go.
Yeah. So
I think the thing for me that's going to change is I'm going to miss the company at home, as in, you know, your dad working at home and Sam always being at home. So for me it's going to go a bit quieter, but I can't say that I'm not looking forward to that.
No, I can imagine. One thing I'll say is thank you for everyone for listening to episodes 1 and 2. They launched last week and we got some really, really good feedback and lots of support, lots of love, and I just want to say thanks.
I was really impressed actually, the amount of, we mocked that 4 would listen, but I think
we had a total of I think we got 50 I think last time I looked we got 55 listens. 55, really? Mum. 55 people want to listen to us.
Wow.
Listen to our voices, talk about random shit.
Random nothing.
It's fantastic.
Thank you so much, guys. That's really humbling.
And now we're on Apple Podcasts now as well.
Very exciting.
Managed to get that up. So if you want to leave a review, 5 stars, please.
That would be
4
nice.
stars if you want. Don't go less than 4. That'd be great. Leave a review, leave a rating, subscribe. That and anything helps. If you want to support us, that is literally all you need to do right now. And also follow us on socials as well at the Art of Trying podcast. But yeah, I just wanted to say thank you. It was a big success, I think, launching last week on May the 1st, and very excited for more episodes to come.
Yeah, it was really good. I think a lot of people were really surprised that we did episode 2 at the same time. You sort of dropped that one in there. Yeah, it was good. I was surprised at the amount of people that that messaged me, sort of saying, "Oh, it was really nice to hear your voice," especially in this time when we're not seeing each other. And then the amount of people that had ideas that we could talk about.
I know we got some really good feedback.
Yeah, really good feedback. It's going to be exciting. Discussions.
And we're very open to that. If anyone's literally got anything they want us to talk about, or they want any questions you want us to answer, please shoot them. We'll answer them all. Yeah. Well, if we can.
Can't promise I'll know the right answer, but I'll give my opinion.
Well, let's get into it. Let's get into episode 3. Yes.
Well, a quick recap though on what we did talk about last week, as we are there.
Episode 2.
Episode 2 was
defining our own success.
I hope people found that interesting.
I hope so too. We did a couple of posts about it on our socials. We asked the question. We wanted to hear from our audience as well, how they define their success. And,
it's always interesting to hear what other people think as well.
Yeah,
that's really important, isn't it?
And it proves it proved our point that we made, that everybody's success is their own.
Absolutely, yeah.
It's your own journey,
Yeah.
and to hear other people's their own definition of their success, that was really interesting, because it was all different, and it was it was really good. So thank you for everyone that interacted with that.
It's great. Keep it coming.
Keep it coming, please.
So then we look forward this week, don't we? So looking forward into 2020, not that we've got much of it left.
No. Well, not at this rate anyway.
No. It's really difficult to plan in this time, I think, for everybody, because we're not sure what we're planning for. You know, our plans have got to be like a little bit open-ended in the fact of, you know what you want to do, you just don't know when you're going to be able to do it. So that's where it can become hard to plan, because we're sort of sitting back going, oh, I can do that next week. But planning is so important.
It is, and in this aspect of, I mean, we're talking from an aspect of an entrepreneurship and an artist, so it's incredibly important to always be moving forward, always be seeing what you can do to be pushing yourself towards those goals.
So what have you got planned for 2020? What are you doing? Yeah.
Well, I had I touched on it last episode as well. My journal.
Oh yes.
The journal that I don't
dreaded
use.
Journal.
So I bought that at the beginning of the year, and it was very much a goal setting journal. I set some goals for myself, and my plans for this year, for 2020, is to just keep, as the topic is, keep moving forward, always be doing something new to improve on myself, no matter how small or big those are. So I've got plans this year to, my major plan was to have a new show reel done for this year, to hopefully get a better agent. Was also one, because I'm with an agency at the moment. It's not a huge agency. It's more of a like an extras and advertising, commercial agency, if you know what I mean. Yeah. And
if that's not the way you want to go, though,
they're not very good.
They're not very good.
I haven't.
Have I seen you in any commercials or anything? No.
I'm pretty sure they've forgotten about me.
Well, have you kept on top of them?
I mean, no, then that's the thing as well. I can't blame them for that, because I haven't spoken to them. So
it's a two-way street generally.
Yeah. And another thing I'd like to do in 2020 is I've been working on my writing a lot.
Okay.
And for those that don't know, I am an actor, but I also do filmmaking. I've done directing as well. I've done writing, and I'd say over the last couple of months, I've sort of delved into my writing a little bit more. I'm working on, at the moment, a limited series TV show, and I've also got plans to work on writing my first feature as well.
Oh wow!
Which is an incredibly daunting thing. Because I have the idea, I write down the main points, and then I'm like, I don't know where to go from here. But it's all about, I mean, I suppose I've just got to get on with it and do it, if you know what I mean. So
do you learn that sort of thing in when you went to 16th Street? Do you learn that sort of thing on top of your acting? Because I would say
16th.
That's quite difficult to write. I mean, you can have an idea in your head, but as you say, getting it down on paper and how you get to your points must be very hard. I
mean, 16th Street, no, I didn't learn that sort of stuff. 16th Street was mainly actor development and that craft.
Yeah.
I did, however, learn the basics of writing whilst at university.
Okay.
When I was getting my associate's degree. So I learned the basics of storytelling, structure and all that sort of stuff. Mm-hmm. So, and I hate to say it, but writing's quite simple.
Oh, is it?
When you think about it logically, in terms of structure building and all that sort of stuff, putting in like points and all that,
Yeah, well, you learn that from primary school, don't you? So
yes. Yeah, it's fairly simple.
Yep.
The difficult part is filling that structure with the actual story. That's the difficult part.
Your content.
And and the difficult part is also fighting with yourself as to whether what you've put on the paper is
any good.
Because half the time it's not.
Well, that's why you have someone that reads it for you.
Exactly.
And red pens it all.
Yeah. And in terms of my scripts and everything I've written, there's a lot of red pen to go everywhere. But yeah, that's what I've sort of that I'm planning for 2020 is I'd love for those things to happen. I'd love to get a new show. Obviously, I'd love to get a new agent, but obviously with everything that's going on right now, I don't think anything like that's going to happen this year, which is fine. I've got to sort of adapt to that and be like, okay, that's not going to happen. What else can I do?
I mean, it's great.
In place of that.
It's absolutely fine to have a plan, and for those, not everything on that plan to work as well. You
exactly.
know, as long as you've got it there and you know that that's something that you're aiming for. I think if you can justify why it's not happened, then that's fine. But I mean, saying I just didn't get around to it's not justification. You know, there needs to be reasons for it. So yeah, I mean, I not everything can get ticked off your plan sheet.
Yeah.
No, definitely not.
And another thing for me that I've got planned is I want to sort of develop my craft more.
As in acting craft, or your
yeah. Well, that and everything else, you know, in terms of writing, directing, whatnot.
Yeah, the whole
being
package.
an artist. How about that? My artist craft.
Right.
Is developing that a little bit more, because I feel as though I've slacked on that aspect of everything the last couple of years in terms of learning. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. You've got to keep learning.
You've got to keep learning. You've got to be the perpetual student.
Yeah.
You know, it's so I've sort of recently in the last week or so I've made the promise to myself to read more. Mm-hmm. And to read, specifically read plays, and I'm hoping to get through 2 plays a week.
Yeah.
Because plays are fairly simple to read. They don't take too. It's not like you're reading a novel.
You've always loved reading, though. You, as a kid, you were always.
As a kid, I loved reading. I then took a really long 10-year break from reading.
You did.
And now it takes me ages to read a book. Like, I'm talking, it took me about 6 months to read the entire Harry Potter series. That's how long it took me to read that. And that takes Katie fucking a week.
Well, that's Katie.
Yeah.
She speed reads, I swear.
I don't know how far she reads it so quickly.
Yeah.
Like, actually, no, the other week she was reading the Twilight series.
Oh, yeah.
And she literally got through one of those books in a day.
Oh, God.
She sat there and she read it all.
I mean, I'm a bit like
Which
that,
isn't
though,
a terrible way to...
When I read a book, I want to read it from start to finish in a couple of days. I don't want to put it down and then pick it up and think, oh, God, I've forgotten what's happened.
I'm very much... I'll read a few pages.
Oh, no. I get real stuck in a book. But I don't read very often, and I only read probably when I'm on holiday, because that's when I have the time to do it. Otherwise, I would sit and do nothing, because I just read and read and read. But it's funny, going back to your learning thing. I actually had that only this morning. I realised that's what I've got to do this year. Not this year, continually. I think it's something that you've got to always be doing, is learning. I was watching a lady on YouTube, and she was talking about, she was showing her beautiful studio, and she was showing these beautiful flowers she'd made, and she only started 4 years ago, and she's got this massive following, and she's a household name in the sugar industry, and I was just like, wow. And she said, I started and I just went to competitions, and I was never scared to step out of my comfort zone. She said, look at all my books. I do all this reading, and I've got, and I was just like, yep, do you know what? I think that's where I've got to go as well. I've just got to learn more from other people.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with looking at someone and saying, you know more than I do, and I want to learn something from you. You know?
No, in fact, I think that's fantastic. Is you got to look at that. You got to go, who can I learn from?
Yeah. Yep, definitely.
Not they're better than me.
Yeah, because sometimes in this industry it can be a bit like that, where people don't want to share.
Oh, it's definitely like that. It's like that in every industry, Mark. It's like that in my industry. You know, I look at other people and see their fantastic films especially people at my level, right? I look at them and go, Jesus, they're so good. God damn it, they're good. I wanted that role. I should be looking at them going, oh, they did really well there. What did they do? And let's look at their performance, and maybe if I can reach out to them and chat to them about it, you know, that's what I should be doing.
Yeah. It's all great, isn't it? No, what we should be doing. I know. I mean, and I guess there are so many people and I sort of think, oh, people aren't going to want to share because, you know, they've worked hard to get where they are. Why make it easier for someone else? And some people are like that. Some people have that attitude of, especially when you do it yourself. Yeah. I had to work really hard.
Especially when that person's your potential competition.
Yeah. But I mean, I'm not like that. And I guess that comes out in my classes and teaching. You want people to learn because you know how fun it is.
And that's how you grow a following these days, Mum. Is you don't hide anything. You give people content that's of value to them.
Yeah. And that's what I've also decided that I'm going to do more of on my socials as well, because a lot of it at the moment is all about, it's not all about me, but it's about what I've done. And I think I need to be celebrating what other people have done as well.
Definitely.
Definitely. Yeah, that's definitely going to be a way forward. This is great because I'm making a plan list without even having a plan list. Just
exactly. Perfect.
Because sometimes if you just sit down and go, right, let's write a plan, you're like, nah, blank. Don't know.
Yeah. I'll write a small to-do list
with nothing really to do that's important.
Yeah. So what do you got planned? What's 2020 looking like for Fancy Fondant?
At the end of this year, hopefully, once I can get my classes up and going, that's what I'm looking at. I've got obviously Cake Duchess, which is well established now, and it's a fantastic 2-day course that I run. That's going to be back because it's so popular, and it's such a lovely medium to work with as well.
I agree. I remember you took us through one of your classes.
Yes.
And it was so fun.
It was. Yes, we made a teddy bear, didn't we?
We did.
Yes.
It was fantastic.
Yeah, it was good. It was nice.
Do you know, I'll post a picture of those teddy bears on.
Yeah, that would be good. It was an impromptu evening, wasn't it? With
it was.
You and your lovely fiancée Katie, and Samantha and Cooper. Yeah, they all made a teddy bear each.
We did, and it was just so fantastic because it was so and not to put your craft down or anything. It was so simple.
Yeah, absolutely simple. But do you know what? And everyone looks at that and goes, "Oh, I can't do that."
Yeah.
And you go, "Yeah, you can."
It was so simple. It was so fun, and it was.
And
if you're looking at doing stuff like that, if you want to, it's a perfect way to learn.
It is,
in my opinion. It was fantastic.
I'll be interested to see if our viewers can pick yours out of the 4 teddy bears there are.
It's the best one, so yeah, they will be able to pick it.
Of course. In your eyes, of course. No, of course, in your eyes, it's the best one. No, they were all brilliant. Actually, I was really blown away. You guys were great. So they are. They're really fun classes to do. And I think with that course particularly as well, it's you grow from being able to make the teddy bear, and then at the end you can make a standing figure in a hot air balloon. It's a really good course. And on top of that, I've got I've mentioned a few times about having a new venture coming up. It's a UK program actually run by a lady called Rue Strand. And she has this idea that modelling and well-being should go hand in hand, which I think is a great concept. I do see that through my classes already, where women come along, or men come along, and they just forget about the outside world for 2, 3, 4 hours whilst they're here, and they're just themselves. They're not someone's mum or dad or brother or, you know, whatever. And they're just themselves. And it's lovely to see that they relax and they come out for themselves. So Cake Minds runs it's a monthly modeler program. So basically you sign up and it's done in terms. So there's 3 terms in the year, and you sign up termly and you come along once a month, and we make something together. Once a month we spend 2 or 3 hours together making something, and basically just supporting each other, giving each other confidence. And you find so many people just say that it's therapeutic and they can open up and chat, and you find that they have likes, and also that they can support each other, that they've, you know, someone might be going through something that someone else has experienced, and they support each other in that way. So it's about sugar crafting along with well-being.
That's amazing.
And I'm so excited to be doing it. So have a look on her website. It's absolutely great. She is cakeminds.co.uk, and you can become a student from there, or you can become a teacher from there as well. And
that's amazing. Is there any more in Australia, or are you the first one here?
No, I am the first one here, which means that I've made her company global.
You're international now.
Well, she's international now. Yes, which is great.
That would class her as a large-scale organisation.
Yes. So she's very excited about having me on board, obviously, I'm just as thrilled.
Yeah, that's fantastic
to have it in mind. So yeah, it's at the moment I'm only in the marketing stages, because it basically I'd run a class with 4 people, and that would be, I could do one every week, you know.
Yeah.
But it would be monthly, so it would be like 4 groups of people is how it will essentially run.
When are you hoping to start that?
I have got enough people at the moment to run 2 classes, and I'm hoping as soon as we've given the okay to have, you know, 4 or 5 people in a room, then I'll I'll start it.
Keep forgetting about that, which hopefully will be within the next couple of weeks.
It's going to be, I would say, I'm looking at it that by, where are we now? May? Yeah. So
we are May,
June and July. I would say starting them around about August time. I think I think if I look at August, I think that's realistic. Because obviously once they start changing things, they leave it 4 weeks to see, you know.
Well, yeah, they said, I mean, the National Cabinet meeting today, but they have said, or at least ScoMo said, that he's wanting to unlock in 4-week blocks. That's
right. Yeah. So if it does change as of next week, I can't see that it's going to be that suddenly you can have lots of people around in your house. So,
I doubt it.
You know, I wouldn't have thought so. So I'm at least 4 weeks away from that, which then puts us beginning of July, mid-July? No, where are we now?
We're at the beginning of May.
Oh, don't you hate that? I tell you what, that has been but what time is it? What day is it even?
March and April just seem to I don't even remember.
Gone. Just crazy. Yeah, absolutely crazy. So it's definitely one of those quarantine things, isn't it? Where you go, what day is it even? Is. I haven't worn my watch for 5 weeks.
I haven't worn my pants in 5 weeks. Well.
I don't think anyone needed to hear that.
Well, just thought I'd open up, you know.
Yeah, thanks. Oh, gosh. Bringing us back. So that's basically me for 2020 at the moment. I'm just, in fantastic stages, and it's moving
forward.
Yeah, definitely moving forward.
That's what it's about.
Only this morning, I've made plans with you, so you know that's for my company. So that's brilliant.
Done.
Yep. Tick tick tick. Go me.
That's fantastic. So how do we stay moving forward, Mum? Like in terms of
How do we stay moving forward?
Planning, that sort of thing. How do we sort of look at it and go, all right, what do I do?
I think you have to prioritise. Because
I would assume prioritising is key.
It is key. Because, as we touched on before, sometimes you can have a list of things that you want to do and you pick the easy ones, and those aren't necessarily done. Therefore, it's not done in the right order.
I always pick the easy ones.
Yeah. Well,
easy ones you do first, and then you can be like, done. There you go. I can sit down and
but
say
sometimes
I've had a successful day.
Sometimes you can't put those easy ones into practice unless you've done the hard graft first.
This is true.
So, prioritising is key, I think, for making sure that moving forward goes smoothly. Because otherwise you can do bits and pieces and you feel like you're running around like a headless chicken. And you're not actually achieving very much. You feel like you are. You're going, oh yeah, look at all these things I'm ticking off.
Because you're doing lots, but
you can't actually go forward because you haven't actually done the big stuff.
Yes.
Yes. So and go on. Sorry.
Me.
Yeah.
Me. I'll go. Okay.
Well, I'm not talking to anyone else.
Oh, that's true. But as well as prioritization, organisation is also incredibly important. Obviously, I know it seems as though we're speaking about very obvious things right now.
Oh, but I think they are, though, aren't they? When it comes to anything that you do in life, it's the obvious things that keep you moving forward. I think, though, organisation can be really tough for some people.
It can, but which is why you've got to find a way of organisation that works for you. Whether that's literally because like I said, I've tried many things. I've tried the journal, the gold journal thing that I spent fucking a stupid amount of money on, which worked for me for a little bit, but then I sort of let it go, and now I find that for me, organisation is simple as literally sitting down in the morning, going to one of my whiteboards and putting a to-do list up. And literally going to do, what do I need to do today?
Yes, small goals, see? Yep.
And, if I can cross all of them off today, hey presto, donezo.
Do you have another one, though, that has your bigger goals on it, that your smaller goals allow you to achieve those bigger goals?
That's in the journal that I haven't opened.
But you know what, though? Having things that don't work are almost as good as having something that does work, because at least you can go, I tried that, it didn't work, never mind, not going to go there
exactly. So it's finding an organisation that is good for you, that works for you, I'm a
list person. I'm a whiteboard list person. I'm a label everything.
Love a whiteboard. I feel like I'm a teacher when I'm writing on a whiteboard.
Yeah. I've got really nice handwriting for a whiteboard. It works.
Oh well, you don't want to look at my whiteboard, Jesus Christ.
No, I like mine's very blank at the moment. Not much going on it. But yeah, I do like a good whiteboard. I'm one of these people that has to see it written down. I have to see it written down every day for it to actually go in. Your dad tells me all the time, "Oh, do it on the computer," and I'm like,
I hate computer stuff like that. With the computer. No, can't do it.
No, can't do it. And you know what? It's not in my face every day. Because my whiteboard's in my face every day.
I'll end up just forgetting. But I use a computer every day, day. But I hate stuff like that on the computer. No, don't work for me. Not at all. Not at all.
That's really strange to hear from a younger person.
I know, right?
Isn't it?
Like so many people put
I thought that was just my age.
Their goals on their desktop or whatnot. Not for me.
Yeah. No, I can't. I can't.
I
do
prefer
that
it like up on a.
Yeah. Don't want it on my phone. Don't want it
in front of me.
Yeah.
So.
That's it.
Yeah.
In your face every single day.
Yeah. And I'd say another way to always stay moving forward is improving on your failures.
Oh, definitely. Well, that's what they're there for, aren't they?
Exactly. And I tell you what, if you're not failing every day, you're doing something wrong.
Wrong. Mm-hmm. Oh, yes. Yes. I failed a lot yesterday. I had one of those days when nothing worked.
Yeah.
Nothing. And I spent the whole day. And your dad came home and he was like, so did it get better? And I went, well, I made a tulip. And that was it. Of a whole day, that's all I managed, because everything else just went to crap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Failures are so important. And I think we're going to talk about that specifically in another episode, improving on your failures.
You keep enticing me with that one.
I know.
Because I know that I'm going to be good at that one.
I know. That's why I'm putting it at like episode 10 or something, so that
got a lot of talking to do before then.
So we can get there, but no, improving on your failures and being proud of your failures as well is incredibly important. It is very hard to be proud of your failures.
Because sometimes you don't want to admit them.
Yeah, to look at your failures and go, okay, what can I learn from that? How can I take that and go further forward instead of allowing it to set you back?
Yes, because that's a really easy thing to do. Just go, I'm not touching that anymore. It's too hard. It goes in the too hard pile, and you just go, no, I'm crap at that. So therefore, I'm not going to bother. Rather than seeing the flip side of it, and sometimes it's other people that see that flip side, and so therefore sharing means that you can be, so other people can encourage you to just keep moving forward with it. It's important.
So I'd say they're the most important things of how to keep moving forward, and I'd love to hear anybody else's suggestions of how they keep moving forward in their lives and their goals and stuff like that. So
absolutely,
if anyone, we'll post a couple of things about what we've spoken about, and we'll try and get people involved. So if anyone does want to get involved in that conversation, please follow us on our socials at the Art of Trying podcast and chat to us, please. So I think that's that's episode 3. What I'd like to do now, Mum, is a new segment that I thought of the other day of how we can give something back to our community.
Always nice to do that.
Always love to do that. If people don't know, we are in the Officer area in southeastern suburbs, which is near Pakenham.
Yep.
So what I thought we could do, Mum, is a small local business shout out.
Yeah, good idea.
Okay.
I like that.
Now, whether that's a local business that's in our area or whether it's a bit further out, like as long as it's in like sort of the Melbourne area, I think would be fantastic. So I mentioned this to you. What business would you like to talk about? Who do you want to give a shout out to?
I would like to give a shout out to Inc. Living Home and Gifts. They're a little boutique shop just on the Princess Highway down the road from me, and it's just a little gifty home decor shop. It's beautiful, and it's one of those shops where whenever I've got a girlfriend's birthday or a Mother's Day, for instance, which is coming up. Not that this is a hint for you, but she's just got some amazing, beautiful little trinkets and pictures and gifts ideas. And she is a beautiful lady in there. Nothing is too much trouble for her. And she gift wraps stuff as well. If you say that it's a gift, she'll gift wrap for you.
Wonderful.
And the staff are beautiful. The products are amazing, and anything for any occasion. So I would suggest pop down there and have a look.
What's the name of the business again?
Inc. Living Home and Gifts. You can look her up on Facebook as well.
Okay, cool. Well, we'll do a post.
Yep.
About her, and we'll shout her out, and we'll get her going. Who I'd like to give a little shout out to is obviously I've been pushing us on our socials a lot recently, and I stumbled across this lady called Black Cherry Photography on Instagram.
Ooh.
And her name is Donna Hedgewich, and she's a photographer, obviously. That's the clues in the title.
Yeah.
But she does birth and family photography.
Oh,
so
lovely.
it's a lot of like, so if you look on her Instagram, there's a lot of pregnancy photo shoots and newborn photo shoots and stuff like that. And I think her photography is absolutely beautiful. Like, she's a fantastic photographer. Like, she's really capturing these stories really, really, really nice. nicely. Nice. My
nice,
words went a
nicely.
bit differently there.
They did.
But yeah, go and give her a follow. Check out her stuff. Black Cherry Photography on Instagram. She's also got a website, www.blackcherryphotography.com.au. I don't think she's based in Officer, but she is Melbourne, Victoria. I found her because she's done photo shoots in Officer.
Okay, so she'll come out this way. What a lovely time to be doing, especially if you're pregnant or due in the next sort of couple of months. You know, coming out of what we're experiencing now. You know, it'd be a lovely gift for someone, wouldn't it, to have
definitely
a newborn
a
newborn photo shoot.
And I think if you just want to go and have a look at some pictures of some newborn babies and stuff like that, because there's some really beautiful shots. I'll be going to have a look. It's really beautiful shots. So go and check that out. So that's our small local business shout out for this week. We're going to try and do that every week. Try and just promote our small businesses to try and give them a little help.
Excellent.
Yeah. And so did you want to finish off with a little game, Mother?
Oh, yes. A good word game. Why not?
So we got some good feedback on our first word game that we played, which was really successful.
It was successful. It was not a failure.
No, not a failure at all. It was the most success that we've ever had, ever.
That was good fun.
All right, so what's this game then?
Okay, so this one, I don't know actually what it's called. It's I suppose very similar to word tennis. And when there's only two people playing and it's about words, then there's really not much else we can do.
No.
But this is how it works, right? So if I say a word, say your word has to begin with the last letter of the word that I said. Okay? So, cool. And we can also make it into a category if you like, because obviously...
Well, I think it would be better because...
It narrows it down, and otherwise we could be here till Christmas.
We certainly could be.
And I don't think anyone's going to want that.
Well, what topic do you want to do then?
Well, I don't know. You choose a topic and I'll choose a word.
Well, why not choose a topic?
Because I couldn't think of one.
All right. Well, let's go with... I think we complicated it last time. Let's literally go... something simple. Let's do food.
Okay, cool. That sounds great.
So the topic is food. You start off. Okay?
Yep, not a problem. All right, do we want an example or no? We're just going to go.
No, we're just going to go for it. If people don't understand what it is after we just go for it...
They'll pick it up. All right. My word is apple.
Egg.
Goat. There's got to be more fruit that begins with a G, surely. A goat. Oh, Jesus.
I mean, it is a food.
You
can eat it.
I mean, I wouldn't eat it. Your dad loves it in a curry.
All right. Tomato.
Does that leave me with an O or an E?
It's an O.
Orange.
Eggplant.
I'm really no good at this, am I can't think of one word. The only word that's in my head that begins with a T is tissue. You can't eat tissue.
No, you can't eat tissue.
No. Okay.
But toast, Mum.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, because that gives you a T. Toast.
It does. To which I can say... Tagliatelle.
Oh. Has that left me with an I?
Tagliatelle. Yeah.
You can't eat iguanas either, can you? I think I'm done.
I suppose you could eat an iguana. I mean you would probably...
If I
don't know
to.
if it would...
A bush tucker trial, I guess.
But I can't imagine it's the most enjoyable food ever.
Probably tastes like chicken.
Yeah, probably. All right, well, that was another, let's say, success
of a
word game. Oh, Mum, did you ever Did you ever watch Code 8? You did say you were going to watch that last week. Did you watch it? Was it good? Oh, well, that's disappointing.
Yeah, after watching Extraction, I was like, this is going to be good. And then I was like, no, it wasn't.
No. Well, I'm watching a TV show at the moment called V-Wars.
Oh,
which is vampires. Vampires versus humans. But it's not like those lovey-dovey vampire stories, you know? Not like the Vampire Diaries or fucking
Is it
Twilight.
a bit gory then?
It is very gory. Like, it's fucking... You see vampires. Yeah.
Oh, no, I'm good. Yeah. I'm okay with my Master Chef at the moment.
All right, fine. Whatever. All right, cool. Done. Episode 3.
Episode 3. Done.
All right, well...
Excellent.
Thank you, everybody, for listening. We appreciate it. Subscribe, review, rate, comment, do whatever you'd like. Support us in any way you can. It would be fantastic.
Yeah, I want to hear from you.
All right. Well, we shall see you next week for episode 4. Okay.
Wow, that's exciting.
Thank you very much, everyone. We'll see you then.
Thank you. See you
Bye.
soon. Bye.